Hello friends, my name is Alex. Today I want to show you the shooting range that I created. First of all, the main question is, why did I need to recreate a new shooting range? If you know a guy called X8 Reaps, you may know that he created a shooting range that was very convenient and that I used all the time. The only downside was that it didn't have long distances for sniper shooting. Some time ago, he decided to stop working on his project and abandoned it. As a result, I had no choice but to create my own shooting range. How can you find it? Very easily, either by using the code that I will add to the video description or by searching for my name, Alex. As you can see, it's the very first one at the top. You can also find it by its name, Long Range. It will also be the first result at the top. We open it, and here we see a short description of the main features of this shooting range. This shooting range is primarily designed for snipers, to improve sniper skills at very long distances. There is no experience here, no bot farming, no challenges, and nothing like that. I strongly do not recommend using the host option, because in that case the server is created on the DICE side, and it does not work quite correctly. This may be due to a different tick rate or network latency. That's why I recommend using localhost only. This has several advantages. First, it loads much faster. Second, everything works correctly. And in any case, you will be alone on the map, so there is no need to create a public server. We load into the map. As a baseline, we are using the Westwood map, which has a lot of greenery, something I really like, and large open distances on the golf course. The total number of bots is 32. They are placed in groups starting from 50 meters and up to the farthest group on that house at around 500 meters. To roughly estimate distance, we have markers at 100, 200, and 300 meters. By default, all bots stand still. They don't move, and they don't shoot at you. Initially, bot health is set to 200 hit points. This is done to compensate for a bug that currently exists. When you shoot a bot, you deal double damage. By setting bot health to 200 points, we simulate a realistic situation where it takes the same number of shots to kill a bot as in a regular game. When you kill a bot, it respawns in the same area, but in a slightly random position. This is done so that you don't have to shoot at the same exact spot all the time. As you may have already noticed, when you hit a bot, a white message appears on the right side showing how much damage you dealt, the bot's current health, and the distance from which the damage was dealt. On this map, we have a kind of infinite ammo. What does that mean? Real infinite ammo does not work in Portal settings. You can't configure it, so I had to use a small trick. When you shoot and run low on ammo or grenades, you simply kill a bot, and all ammo for your primary weapon, secondary weapon, and all grenades will be automatically restored. If you get tired of shooting from this position behind the barrier, we have another option, the radio tower, with a sniper position at the top. To get there, just enter the door, and from here we get an excellent view of the entire distance, including the house far away. Let's try to hit a bot on the roof of the house. Perfect. You can see that the distance from here to the house is a bit over 600 meters. Let's go back down. Now I want to show you the settings that we can change. Here we have two interaction points. On the first one, we have the configuration. You press the interact button and a menu opens with several pages. On the first page, you see different health options for the bots. As I mentioned before, the default value is 200 HP. We can set it to 100. When you click a button, you can see in the bottom right corner which option has been applied. Now it's set to 100. Any hit to any body part will kill the bot with one shot. We can also set 500 HP. In that case, bots become much harder to kill. It will take several headshots to eliminate one. You may also notice a nuance. When you hit a bot, the damage number shown near the crosshair is 100, but this is incorrect. It's another bug. The correct information is shown in the message on the right, where it shows 243. The information on the right is the most accurate. Let's return bot health to normal. On the second tab, we can set bot movement. First, let's try slow movement. All bots start moving in random directions at a low speed. In this mode, bots move some distance away from their initial position, but if they get more than 30 meters away, they return back. Let's try high speed. At high speed, bots constantly sprint and run around like crazy. Hitting a moving target becomes much more difficult. If you get tired of moving bots, you can stop them completely, and all bots will freeze in their current positions. The next option allows bots to shoot at the player. Since we don't have the ability to configure bot accuracy directly, we simulate it by setting the chance to shoot and the percentage of damage they deal. At the first shooting level, the chance is 20. That means only 20% of bots will shoot at you, and they deal only 10% of their maximum damage. You may also notice a player health bar at the bottom, a black rectangle showing 500 HP. By default, player health is set to 500. I'll explain later why this is done. This mode is mainly designed to help you learn how to shoot under pressure when enemies are hitting you. Bots don't shoot very accurately. Another important detail, when enemies hit you, the screen starts shaking, but only the screen. As you can see, the crosshair stays exactly where it was. You can still hit enemies even while taking damage. This is a rather controversial design decision by the developers, since it allows you to kill enemies regardless of incoming damage. In my opinion, it would be more correct if both the screen and the crosshair moved. But as you can see, the crosshair does not shift at all. The next option increases the number of shooting bots to 30%, and they deal normal damage, which hurts quite a lot. As you can see, I have 190 hit points left. Now I'll show you why we needed a separate player health indicator. When my health drops below 100, the standard health bar on the left starts working again. This is another bug. When your health is above 100, the standard health bar doesn't work at all. That's why I added a separate player health indicator at the bottom, which always shows your exact health value. Let's turn off shooting. The bots stop firing. Next, we have the scenarios page. The idea is to create some interesting scenarios that allow you to diversify shooting practice. This option is not fully implemented yet. At the moment, only one scenario works. As I mentioned earlier, by default, bots walk around their spawn point. When this scenario is enabled, bots start moving freely across the entire map and can travel quite far away. I created this scenario completely by accident, but I found it quite fun. In this mode, bots can spread across the whole map. It's quite interesting to try to kill a bot at a long distance when it's moving toward cover. You usually have 1 or 2 shots before it disappears, and you need to kill it before that happens. Also, they can move to the other side of the map as well. It's also interesting to search for bots because you don't see them immediately. I might improve this mode in the future so bots spread out more actively, maybe adjust their speed. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Now let's return to the settings. There are also several other scenarios that I haven't implemented yet, but have thought about. For example, a sniper war, where enemy snipers try to kill you and you need to eliminate them first. Or hunting an enemy helicopter pilot, trying to take him down with a sniper rifle, and so on. If you have interesting ideas for scenarios, let me know in the comments. The next interaction point is statistics. I was interested in collecting information about my shooting performance, so I created statistics that show overall parameters. How many bots you killed, how many times you died, total shots fired, number of headshots and headshot percentage, overall accuracy, and average time to kill a bot. Reaction time currently doesn't work. It might be useful for future scenarios. You can also see kill streaks and the longest shot in the current session. At the bottom, we see a global kill feed showing the last 20 bots killed. The most recent kill is at the top. It shows the bot ID. Since all bots have the same name, they need to be distinguished somehow. Next, the distance of the final shot. The cause of death, usually weapon, which means a body shot or headshot otherwise. Sometimes there may be other causes, like explosions. It also shows total damage dealt to the bot. Then TTK, the time it took to kill the bot from the first to the last shot, and how many effective shots were needed to kill it. For snipers, it's usually 1 or 2 shots. For other weapons, this number will be different. That's everything I wanted to show you. Let me know in the comments how much you like this shooting range. If you have any questions, ask them. If you have ideas, I'll be happy to hear them. Thank you for watching. See you later.